All right. Good morning, everybody. We're going to start in rock pose today. So rock pose is just on your knees, if that's comfortable for you. If it isn't, you can sit cross-legged. We're not going to be here for too long. So if for some of us it might be uncomfortable on the knees, you can always pop a blanket or a cushion underneath your bottom so to take that pressure off if needs be. So just rest the hands on the knees, sit nice and tall, just give your shoulders a roll back and down. Take a big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just close the eyes and let your shoulders drop. I'm just breathing in and out now through the nostrils. And start noticing, connecting with your breath, as we always do at the start of practice. So breath awareness is a really good way of clearing the mind, preparing the body and mind for practice. And also just grounding yourself before we start. So starting the breath right at the root, and as you inhale, travel that breath all the way up to the crown of the head, and then exhale it all the way back down again. Try to resist the shoulders lifting as you inhale, and exhale completely. So you can pull the belly button back slightly towards the spine, so we have some activation into the lower core muscles, so we can grow that a little bit taller. Lengthen up through the back of the neck as well. Good, a few more rounds of breath like this. Just releasing any muscles in the face that are tense, that we're not aware that we're doing, so softening the jaw, the cheeks, smoothing out the forehead. Lovely, and just set an intention for practice. So bring your hands into prayer at heart center. Think about what brought you to your mat today in particular, but maybe in general, and just set yourself an intention, a focus. You can carry this focus on for your day ahead if you wish. Okay, let's open up the eyes, interlace your fingers and push them away from you. So push them forward, then take them up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big stretch here. Good, bring them back in front, turn your palms to face towards you and then round the spine. Bring the chin into the chest. Good, come back up to upright, then push the palms away. Let's do that again, so push the palms away, then take them up. Good, and bring them palms to face you and round the spine and bring the chin into the chest. Really open up through the shoulder blades. Then take the hands behind you and interlace them. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your chest. And then as you exhale, we're just going to bow down, bringing the forehead down to the floor and the arms over. Give the head a shake out. So just releasing here. Try and keep the bottom on the heels if you can. And then release your hands to the floor. Bring them in front of you so you can pull yourself up to tabletop. So coming on to hands and knees. Just check that the hands are directly under your shoulders and knees are underneath the hips. Good, all right, inhale, let's lift the head and tilt the tailbone back for cow posture. And then exhale, round the spine into cat, bringing the chin into the chest and tucking the tailbone. So inhale, we lift the head and tilt the tailbone back. And then exhale, round the spine and chin comes into chest. Good. One more round of cat-cow. Inhaling, head lifts, tilting the tailbone, and then exhale, let's round the spine. And bring the chin to chest. Release back into neutral. Take the left arm and take it up to the sky. I'm going to thread the needle, so bring it behind the right, but just hover it off the floor. So hover it off the floor. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, take it through and just hover. Good. One more. Inhale, take it all the way up. And bring it through. And this shoulders head down to the mat. Extend your right arm forward and extend your right leg back. And just take that stretch here. If you prefer, you can take the arm all the way behind and hook it into where the hip and the thigh meet. It's up to you, just opening up, stretch through the shoulder, finding that balance, and then carefully release, bring it back to center, so pushing yourself back into tabletop position. Bring your bottom back to your heels, take an extended child's pose, reaching those fingertips as far forward as we can as we push the bottom back. Bring yourself forward and the hips come towards the wrists, open the chest. Exhale, take it all the way back into child's pose. Good. Inhale, draw it forward, hips towards the wrist, chest opens. Exhale, push it back, bottom goes onto the heels. Last one. Inhale, come forward, chest opens. Exhale, come back to tabletop. On hands and knees. Let's do the thread the needle on the other side. So reaching up with the right arm, thread it behind the left, just hover it off the mat. Inhale, take it back up to the sky. Good, take it through to hover. And again, inhale, lift up. And then take it through. And this time, let's lay the shoulder and the side of the head down. Extend the left fingertips forward, extend the left foot back. And hold, breathe here. Take a few breaths. Good. And then we'll carefully come back out, the knee back down, hand under the shoulder, and push ourselves back up to tabletop. Sit the bottom onto the heels, take child's pose. Inhale, draw forward, chest opens, hips come to wrist, into cobra. Exhale, push back, bottom onto the heels. And bring it forward once more. Open the chest and hold it here. Lovely. Tuck the toes under. Let's lift up and all the way back into our downward facing dog. You can pedal the legs here. If you need to keep them bent for a while, that's fine. Just finding that downward dog position that feels right today. Touching the head out, driving the heels down to the floor and lift your hips nice and high. Move the chest back towards the thighs. I like to have a little sway from side to side, see how my legs are feeling. So doing whatever feels right, just to settle into this inverted V shape, pushing strongly into the floor with your hands and your feet at equal pressure in those 4 points of contact. All right, let's start flowing. So we'll look forward. Let's step our feet to the top of the mat. So stepping or walking forward. Take a ragdoll for a moment here. Just let the arms hang or grab onto opposite elbows. So we can just let the legs open a little down the back side and then soften through the knees and slowly roll up the spine and come into standing. Shoulders roll them back and down, bring the feet and knees together. Let's turn the palms forward. So a slight tuck under of the tailbone. Turn the palms forward, big deep breath in. And just sigh that breath out, let it go. As you inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale to a full fold. Halfway lift, hands can be on the shins or the floor. And then step the feet back into plank position. Let's hold our plank nice and strong. Engage the tummy, push up through the shoulder blades. Push those heels all the way back. Hold for another breath. Exhale, lower knees, chin and chest. Keep the elbows tight, push through into your back bend. Lovely, take it back to downward facing dog. Take the right leg into the air, the three-leg dog, bring it forward between the hands. So step to the top of the mat, lower the back knee down, lift the chest, look forward. Breathe in. As you exhale, rock the hips back. And inhale, rock the hips forward, and then take them back. One more, bring the chest forward. Exhale, bring it back and hold your hamstring stretch here. Bringing the toes up towards the face. Saying good morning to the hamstring. Mine are super tight today. Just taking the chest down towards the thigh if that's an option for you. Release the weight back into that front foot. As you inhale, bring your arms up to the sky into low lunge position. So we can untuck that back toe. And just make sure that we're tucking the tailbone and pushing the hips forward. So we feel the stretch through the hip flexor here. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale your arms into a cactus shape. Twist towards your right side. So we're twisting towards this bent leg. And then the front hand can come onto the knee, the back hand on the base of the spine to take the twist. If you want to, you can always get hold of that back foot. Might make you a little bit wobbly. That just takes the stretch into the quad muscle as well. Just twisting off to the side, opening the chest as much as you can to the right hand side of your mat. Breathe into it. See if you can twist a little bit deeper. Good, and then carefully release that to center. Bring your hands down to the top of the mat, step it forward, so step forward, and just fold over those legs. Soften the knees, inhale, reach up, and let's go straight back down, forward fold. Lift the chest, lengthen. Good, step back into plank position. So nice and strong planks again. Engage and hold, engage everything. Squeeze the tummy, squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the legs, make it all strong. Big deep inhale, exhale, lower knees, chin and chest. Push through to that bend. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Good, take the left leg up for 3-legged dog, bring it forward between the hands and lower the back knee down to the floor. Okay, so just lift the chest, look forward, inhale here. As you exhale, rock back into hamstring stretch. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, rock it back. Good. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, bring it back, and let's stay just for a few breaths. So one hand either side of the leg, chest going down to the thigh, toes pointing up towards the face. Push your left hip towards the back of the room. So you can really feel that stretch coming through the back of the legs, through the hamstring. And then release, bring the weight back into the front foot. Inhale, raise your arms to the sky. Untuck your back toe if it isn't already. And just allow the hips to sink. So tuck and sink. Keeping that front knee over the ankle. We don't want to take it any deeper. Breathe in here. Exhale, cactus the arms. Twist towards your left leg. And then front hand onto the knee. Back hand, base of the spine. Or again, you can catch that back foot in the hand if you wish. Looking over the back shoulder, opening the chest to the left hand side of the mat. Keep the spine as tall as you can. And as you inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, let's twist that little bit deeper. Good, breathe into this. And then exhale, carefully release. Bring the foot back down, bring the hands down to frame the foot. Tuck the back toe under. We're going to step forward and fold over the legs. Interlace the fingers. Place them onto the back of the head to add some weight to your ragdoll. Now soften the knees. And just allow the torso to drop down onto the thighs. And here we can have a little sway perhaps. And take the weight into the balls of the feet. Lift your tailbone high. Lovely. Release your arms to the mat. And slowly roll up to standing. Reach the arms up. Palms touch at the top. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Feet and knees come back together. Take an inhale, reach them up high. Exhale into forward fold. Halfway lift, so lengthen through the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Step back, right foot. Drop the hips, lift the chest. Reach the arms up to the sky, into your high lunge position. Sink into this lunge. Good, breathe in here. Breathe out, bring the hands down, frame that front foot. And then we're going to rock the weight back to straighten the front leg. And then bend back into the front knee. So rock it back. So the leg might or might not straighten. Take it back and then bend into the front knee. One more. Rock back. See if you can pull your toes up towards your face on that front foot. So get a really intense hamstring stretch here. Take a breath and then release it back. Bring your arms back up to the sky, into your high lunge, sink into it. Lovely. Take another inhale and exhale, hands down to the floor. Step back to plank. Let's lower. So knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Push through into your back bend. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here just to reset. Give the head a shake, lengthen through the neck. Release space around the ears and shoulders. Make space there. Then look forward, bend at the knees, jump or step to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bring it up as you inhale, reach up high. Forward fold. Here. Lift the chest, lengthen through the spine. Good. Flat back. Exhale, fold, step back, left foot. Drop the hips, lift the chest, look forward. Push down into the front foot as you bring the arms up into the sky, high lunge. Sink into your lunge here. Breathe in. Sink a little bit deeper, breathe out. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to the floor, frame the front foot. Push it back, hips back. Try to straighten the leg maybe, bend back into the front knee. And again, push back. Straightening that leg and then bend back into the front knee. Last one, bring it back, pull the toes up this time towards the face. So we should feel it through the back of the calf muscle, all the way through that leg. Hold for another breath. Release the foot down to the floor. Inhale, sweep up into high lunge. Breathe in. Good, and sink into your lunge. Lovely, guys, well done. Exhale, hand to the floor, frame the foot, step back, plank position. Lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, in downward facing dog. Take those breaths here, big deep inhales. You can sigh the breath out as you exhale if you wish. Reclaim breath. All right, look forward, bend at the knees, jump or step. To the mat. Halfway lift and fold over your legs. Inhale, arms up. Reach them up high. Exhale, take them behind your back and interlace your fingers. Okay, let's squeeze palms together if we can. Open the chest up, breathe in, look up, and then fold down. Bringing the chest to the thighs and the arms up overhead. Let your head go. Now let's take weight forward into the balls of the feet and lift the tailbone high. Good. Really pull the belly button back in and lengthen that spine even more so the head goes closer towards the feet. Lovely here. Breathing again. Go deeper if you can. And then if you release your hands down to the floor, just shake the shoulders out. Drop the bottom down. Drop your bottom down. Now look forward and then reach the arms up into your chair posture. So making sure that we can see the toes, but tuck the tailbone under to protect the lower back. Reach the arms up, look at where the arms are reaching. Sit down nice and deep into your chair here. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, hips lift. Fold towards your legs. Step the right foot back. Right foot steps back. Drop the heel down on the diagonal this time. I'm going to spin open into warrior two. So the arms come up and open you up into warrior two. So just ensuring that the heel is in line with the arch at the back. We're looking towards our front middle finger. Good. Sink nice and deep. Try and get this thigh parallel to the floor. The knees pushing out towards our little toe. Look towards that front hand. Good. Relax the shoulders down. Take an inhale, straighten the legs, arms come to the sky. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, take it up. And sink. Good, last one. Bring it up, keep the legs straight, bring the arms down. Legs are straight. Push the hip back and reach forward. Tilt down into Trikonasana, into triangle posture. Your hand can come to the foot, the floor, maybe onto your shin. If the chest is folding forwards, then keep the hand higher up the leg. And then extend the right fingertips to the ceiling. You see if you can look up towards your top hand, if it feels okay on the neck. Good, and then push back through both of your shoulders. Squeeze your left hip under. Nice and strong triangle posture here. If you wish, you can then extend your left arm towards the front of the room, so really get that core working. Reach it forward, and then inhale, let's lift both arms up to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, bend into the front knee. Flip the palm, reverse. Keep that bend in that left knee. Sink deeper into it if you can. Extended side angle, so elbow either to knee or fingertips to the floor. Reach the arm up and overhead. Now we're going to circle this arm, so bring some big circles in, really oiling into that shoulder joint. Big circles, and pause, let's change direction. So take the circles the other way. Good, one more, big circles, and hold. Inhale, lift up into warrior two, just for a moment, and then cartwheel both hands down to frame that front foot. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa, lower through chaturanga. Push through into back bend. Exhale into downward facing dog. Nice. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. Big deep inhales and exhales. Driving those heels to the floor, moving the chest back to the thighs. Well done. Keep that breath flowing. Good, I'm just going to turn around so we can do the other side. So look forward, bend at the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Bring it up as you inhale, reach up high. Exhale, set the hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. So go into that forward fold again. So squeeze the palms together, open up through the chest, lift up as you inhale. And then exhale, fold down, bring the chest to the thighs, the arms are coming up and overhead. So remember, pull that belly button in. Take weight forward into the balls of the feet. Lift your tailbone higher, bring those arms overhead, let your head go. Head's heavy. Good. And release the hands to the floor, sit the bottom down. Lift the chest, then reach the arms up. Into chair, tuck the tailbone. Make sure the toes are visible low. Push the bum back if they're not. Feel that working of the thighs here. It's not called fierce posture for nothing. Sit down even deeper. Good. Sink into that chair. Okay, exhale. Fold, lift the hips. Fold over the legs. Good. Then let's step back with the left foot. Drop the heel down on the diagonal. As you inhale, cartwheel the arms open to come into your warrior two on this side. So once again, just check that that knee is pushing out towards the little toe. The hips are open, the arms are shoulder height. Look towards right middle finger. Bend deep into that front knee. Let's try and get this thigh parallel to the mat. As you inhale, straighten both legs, reach the arms to the sky. And then exhale, we sink. So inhale, lift up, straighten. And then exhale, we bend. And then inhale, straighten the legs. Keep the legs straight. Bring the arms down to shoulder height. Push the hip back, so push back through the hip. Reach forward. Then tilt down into triangle. Into Trikonasana. Hand wherever it feels right. As deep as you want to go with this. Pull back through the left shoulder. Take your gaze up towards those top fingers. Good, just breathe into that stretch. Ground down strongly through both feet. Don't forget that back foot. Push it down into the mat and then reach the right arm forward. Hold it there. This is optional. Hold, 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 and then inhale, lift it back up. Good, bend into warrior two, so bend the front knee, arms come down to shoulder height. Flip the palm over, reverse your warrior. Get some length through that right side body, bend deep into the right knee, then extended side, option elbow to knee, or fingertips to the floor, the arm reaches forward. And then those circular movements, so sweep the arm all the way around, opening up through the shoulder, and pause at the top and change direction. So big circular movements, one more, big circles. Lovely. Inhale, warrior two, lift it up.
Nice and strong. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Step back into plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhaling into your up dog. Exhaling into downward facing. Brilliant, well done. You've got 5 breaths here. Maybe you need to drop the knees down and take child's pose. Whichever works for you, just connecting with the breath again. Long, slow inhales and exhales. Re-establish that breath pattern. Push your heels to the floor, lift your hips a little bit higher, and then move your chest back to your thighs. Awesome, look at your hands, bend your knees. Let's jump or step forward. Halfway left, and fold. Sweep your arms to the sky, lift them up. Bring them into prayer at heart center as you exhale. Let's start with some balance. Now, so we're going to just start with tree. So taking the weight into our right foot, bring your left knee to your chest. Take a moment to find that balance, and then getting hold of the foot, placing it above or below the knee joint. And then hands can come into prayer at heart center. Good. If you want, you can stay here or interlace your fingers, push them forward like we did at the beginning, and then take them up to the sky. So trying to bring the arms back past the ears, grounding down through that supporting leg, using all of those toes to help you balance, engaging the tummy muscles, lifting up all the way through the spine to the crown of the head. Awesome. Now let's bring the arms in front, turn the palms to face you, and then round the spine, bring the chin into the chest. So you're looking down towards your right foot. Might create a bit of a wobble, this one. Good. And then bring the hands into prayer, return the head to normal. Bring the knee in front, just give it a squeeze before you release it down to the floor. Good, wiggle the legs out. We'll take it to the other side, so weight into the left foot, right knee to chest, and then guide that foot into place. So you push the foot and the leg equally into each other. It helps to keep it there. Just don't any excess pressure on the knee joint, hands to prayer, heart center. Stay with your prayer, or interlace, push the arms forward, take them up, and grow tall. Good. Use all of those toes to help you support, help you balance. Keep it strong, nice. Engage the tummy muscles. Then bring the arms in front, turn the palms to face towards you. Push the arms forward, round the spine. Bring the chin down to the chest. So if we fall out, that's fine. We just go back in. Sometimes balance isn't our friend. Look down to your toes. Bring the hands back to prayer. I'm struggling with this one. Bring the knee back into the chest, give it a hug. And release it down. Give those legs a wiggle. Brill. Okay, so from the top edge of the mat, sweep the arms up nice and high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the chest, lengthen up through the spine here. Let's step back with the right foot. Big step, take it back, drop the hips, lift the chest. As you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Sink into this lunge position. And then inhale, straighten your legs. So straighten the legs, take it nice and strong here. Then bend nice and deep. Bring the hands into prayer. Tilt the weight forward so we can lift that back leg up. And bring us into warrior 3. So flexing the right foot, pushing the heel to the back of the room. Hands can stay at prayer, or you can reach them forward if you want to, holding. Try and keep the hips as square as you can in this one. And then bend both knees, tap the back of the left calf with the right knee, and then take it back up. And then bend. And take it up. And then one more, just bend, hold it here, hold for a breath. and then take it back up. Brilliant. Now bend and bring the knee to the outside of the foot, and then we can sit down and we should be in a twisted seat position, hopefully. So we should have twisted seat so that the foot is on the outside of the other knee, yeah? Okay, from here, pull the knee into the chest using your right arm so you can twist and look over your back shoulder. So take that twist. Pull the knee in nice and tight. You can hook it with your elbow if you want to. Hook it with your elbow if you want to go a little bit deeper. And then just release back to center. Okay, we're going to try and end up in pigeon on the right side. So this front leg, if you sweep that all the way to the back of the mat, hopefully, are we there? We should end up in pigeon on the right side. Just check that your right knee is behind your right wrist. That left leg is going down the center of the mat behind you, and we're sinking the hips nice and low. Good. Just make sure the hips are nice and central before you fall down. If you want to, you can stay high if you prefer. So coming down either onto forearms or to lay down completely, surrendering yourself to the mat. Whichever feels better for your hips on this side, okay? But we want to keep the hips square, so try to avoid the bum dropping down to one side or the other. Try and keep it right in the middle.
And then just breathing into that hip stretch. Breathe into it. Find space
that you can then work your body into to take it deeper, if that's an option.
Remember, we want those nice long inhales and exhales. Try to relax any muscles in the face and in the upper body, so we don't want to create tension there whilst we're focusing on the hip. Well done. We're going to slowly come out. So bring the hands back underneath the shoulder. Tuck the left toe under. We're going to take this right leg all the way over and back into our three-legged dog, and then bend the knee and open the hip. You can have a little flip into wild thing if you want to. So pushing the hips up, reaching up and back, lifting the hips and opening. Good. Then we'll bring it back over into our three-legged dog and take a vinyasa from here. So keep the leg lifted if you want, or we can bring it down before we take that flow all the way back into downward facing. Brill. Just wiggle the legs out, just walk the legs, maybe dropping one hip into the center and the other, releasing off. Good, look forward, bend in the knees, jump or step to the top of the mat, lift the chest. Fold over your legs. Good, let's inhale, reach up high. Let's go straight back down into forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. And fold, step back with the left foot. So big step takes us back. Hips drop, chest lift. Reach up into high lunge position. Good, and then from here, let's straighten that front leg. So straightening up, bend deep into it, bring your hands into prayer at heart center. Transfer the weight forward, warrior three. Lift that back leg up, push the left heel to the back of the room. Hold this nice and strong. Arms can come forward if you really want a challenge. It's up to you, keep the hips square, then bend both knees, tap the left knee onto the back of the right calf and extend. And again, tap the knee in. Good, and extend. And again, tap. Push it out. And then this time we're slowly going to bring the knee all the way to the outside of that foot. Knee comes to the outside, and then we can sit our bottom down into our twisted seat on the other side. So making sure that the foot is over the knee. Use the left hand to pull the knee into the chest and twist. The right hand can just stabilize you behind, or go deeper and hook the elbow and use that to twist you around. Looking over the right shoulder towards the back of the room.
Feeling the twist through the torso here. Lovely. Release to centre. So going to that pigeon on the left side, so sweeping this top leg all the way back. Just ensuring that the left knee is behind the left wrist. The right leg is going centrally down the mat behind you. The hips are nice and square. You can stay proud or fold down onto forearms or lay down completely. Up to you. Just working into that hip. And really recognizing where you can feel this and sending your breath, your energy to that area to try to release it a little if we can. Just imagine that tension just dissolving and just disappearing. Excuse me. Just being mindful not to put tension into the upper body or into the face at all. So keep the jaw nice and soft, the forehead smooth. Once again, bring the focus to the breath. And take that breath to wherever your body needs it. Good. Carefully bring the hands back so they're underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toe under, so right toe tucks, left leg kicks back into three-legged dog, so left leg goes up high, bend the knee, open the hip, flipping into your wild thing is an option here. So push those hips high, reach the arm all the way back, looking to where the arm is reaching, keep those hips lifted, drive them up. Lovely, flip it back over, three-legged dog. Leg goes to the sky. Vinyasa from here, so the foot can stay lifted if you want to, or we can bring it back down. And then everybody, let's drop the knees down and push it all the way into our child's pose. Well done. Just release off here. Give the forehead a roll from side to side. Make sure that the shoulders are soft. You can bring the arms back past the legs towards the feet, with the palms up to let the shoulders soften. Exhaling, bringing the heels, the hips to the heels, and feeling that stretch down the length of the spine. Fabulous. Bring your hands underneath you to push yourself up and coming back into that rock pose, so coming into kneeling. Take your hands behind you, the same as what we did at the beginning, just squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, let the head go back, and then exhale, folding down, bringing the arms up and overhead, just to stretch out through the shoulders, and then release your hands to the floor. We're going to come into our tripod, into our basket headstand, so the elbows are shoulder distance apart. Interlace the hands to make a little nest with our hands, and then holding the back of the head with the hands. We can tuck the little fingers under so they don't get squashed, but make sure that the elbows stay at shoulder distance apart. Then if we push into the elbows, it keeps the shoulders engaged, so it helps to protect the neck. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and so the hips lift, and then walk your feet towards your head. This is as far as you need to go if you don't want to go into a headstand. If you do and you're doing your headstand practice, please feel free, just be careful. Otherwise, we are just staying with this, lifting the hips high and just getting some weight into the head, pushing into the elbows strongly to activate the shoulders. And then just drop the knees down, release your head off the floor, just to give yourself a breather. We will try that again. Just do one more. Again, if you want to go to your full headstand, please feel free. So just checking that the elbows are shoulder distance, the hands are interlaced. You can put one little finger on top of the other one to help avoid them getting squashed. And then taking back hold of the back of the head, tucking the toes, lifting the knees so the hips are high. Walking the feet up and staying with this, or we can take it into a tuck, headstand,
If you feel comfortable extending up into full, if not, just keep the feet on the floor, keep pushing into the elbows to keep the shoulders strong, and just get that stimulation into the head. And slowly, when you're ready, lower the knees down, bring your bottom down, and finish with a child's pose. Bring the arms down by the sides of the body and release. Just check that the neck feels okay. Again, you can roll the head from side to side if you want to, and just release off. Well done. Just come up into that rock pose for me. Interlace your fingers, place them onto the back of the head. Bring your chin down onto your chest. And then release. Dropping the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Just use the hands to add a little bit of weight if you want to. You can extend and reach the other fingertips away to bring the stretch down this side of the neck. And release to center, just take the head to the other side. And then again, reach the arms away. And let it go. Well done. Come down onto your bottoms. And then we're going to roll all the way down carefully onto our backs, knees into the chest. Give your knees, squeeze in and just have a little rock from side to side. Good. Placing the feet flat onto the floor. Wrap your right leg over your left. You can tuck the toes behind into eagle if you want a nice stretch. We're just taking a spinal twist, so taking the arms out to the side, cactus or crucifix. Bring the knees towards you first before you drop the knees, both legs over towards the left side. If it's too much with eagle legs, we can unwrap, or we can just have the knees stacked one on top of the other. So there's lots of options with this, depending on how deep you want to take the twist. Try and keep the shoulders flat on the floor if you can here. Lovely. Bring it back to center. Unwrap the legs. So crossing the left leg over the right. Eagle if you wish. So tucking those toes behind. So tuck them in, then bring the knees towards you before we drop them over to the right side. Keeping the shoulders down. You can look in the opposite direction. So the twist goes all the way through into the neck as well. Shoulders down as you inhale. Exhale, take that twist a little deeper if you can. And then inhale, let's bring it back to center. Unravel the legs. Give them a little windscreen wipe from side to side. And then for Shavasana, you can either keep your legs bent, just knock the knees together, or slide your legs long, let the feet flop out, arms by your side. Big inhale. Sigh out, exhale, and close your eyes. Well done. Stay here for a moment, a minute or two. Just allowing and surrendering to the mat. Allow your muscles to relax and your limbs to grow heavy. Starting at the top of the head, just scanning for tension or tightness. Imagine your mat is a sponge and it's just going to take away from you anything that you don't need, whether that is tightness or tension. It might be thoughts, it might be emotions, it could be anything. This time, just get rid of those things that don't serve you, that you don't need right now. And just be still with your breath.
Slowly bring some movement back into fingers and toes. Take the arms overhead for a full body stretch. And then draw the knees to the chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Maybe rock from side to side before rolling over onto one side. Just to rest for a moment. Before carefully pushing yourself back up into easy pose. Sit with a tall spine, let your shoulders be relaxed. Bring the hands into prayer at heart center. Pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Remember your focus, your intention for practice today. Remind yourself of why you came to your mat. Okay, take a nice big deep inhale here. Sigh out through the mouth. Just let it go. Thank you all for joining me this morning. It's been my pleasure to guide you. Namaste.